Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back, or just here for the first time. First IRL video I've ever made, literally the first one. So we're going to be taking a look at some golf today, man. I'm really excited to start documenting my gameplay of golf because I'm trying to get better, and I felt like buying cameras and stuff and getting set up with that was going to be mandatory for that, just like I do in World of Warcraft. Document every run and try to learn from it and see where the mistakes come in, what I could have did differently, and hopefully make a big impact on the learning process. So that's going to be it. We are here at the range today right now. It is 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday and there is not a soul in sight, which is what I love. It's one of my favorite things about golf is the serenity and the peacefulness of it. So we're going to get to it. I'm going to hit some balls on the range, and then we're going to be up there, Summit Hills Golf Course, take a look at the first tee box and get right into some golf for you. So we completed our little range session there. Took a little longer than I wanted to. Hit about 35 balls. Hit some really pure drives. Ground's in terrible shape here. This place used to be a really nice driving range, but they pretty much stopped taking care of it. Turned into like a self-service one. It almost never works. Like, there's almost never balls. I come by at least twice a week and there's signs say no balls, but this morning there's balls I was able to hit. Not a great place to be hitting off. Might as well be hitting off a mat. That's how hard the ground is. I broke multiple tees just trying to get them in the ground, but wanted to get a little warm up on the driver because next thing you see, first tee shot. Here we go. So we are here, number one, Summit Hills. Tell you a little bit about the course later, but it's a little overcast today. Hopefully the lighting's right. I don't know. First time using this outside. Did a little bit of test recording yesterday and it was really sunny, so we'll see. Gonna try to get a nice little angle here so you can see the ball flight, but otherwise it's driver on number one. Here we go. As expected, a little match nerves, but popped it up on the left side. Should be good. Be a relatively high distance into the green though. Probably won't be able to make it. So it's a gas cart. So I'm just going to test this out, see how loud it is. Probably too loud to include, but if not, we'll know for the future. And I'd really like to get, like, you know, the scenery, kind of the view of the golf course as I'm playing. And also it would be nice to kind of help me find my ball because I have a lot of trouble with that. So it's gonna be a little hybrid here. Didn't really catch that at all, so hopefully we can get it there. But realistically, this tough hole, I always have trouble with distance on this hole because the green's kind of under a slope, so I can't really shoot it. No GPS or nothing like that here, so we'll see what happens. It's very well hit, but it's pretty far, so I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I think it probably bounced pretty close to the green. So but yeah, one thing, I've been using a glove in the summer when it was hot, but right now it's like high 60s, so figured I wouldn't use a glove today, see what happens. Didn't use a glove on the driving range and it felt pretty good. So upon first glance, you might not be able to see it, but it's actually off the back right side of the green, which is pretty impressive because realistically I don't actually know where that hit. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be well short. Lie was terrible, rough was thick. Unfortunately up here they don't really have rough, they just have clover. So not great, but yeah, it's pretty good. I think I might chip that, I don't know. It's kind of an odd lie, but honestly I've been so poor at chipping recently that I kind of don't really see a reason to. So I think I'll probably just try to putt it, but let's see what happens. Alright, so horrible effort there, but still got a good chance for bogey here. That's pretty good. I could have made par there, but not the best with chip, and I definitely don't want to be overselling my putting, so not too bad for the first hole. You know, bogey looks like a bad play for a lot of people, but for me that's pretty good on this hole. I'm not the best golfer, not like a lot of people who make videos on golf, but I'm trying to get better, and that's the main thing I'm doing. So I do feel like the right play there was to hit the putter, but I just misjudged, I guess, the angle. Came out terrible. I don't know how well you could see it, but went like probably farther left than it was away from the pin the first time. So and then putting up here, I've had a lot of trouble with pace and distance control, and I think it's just kind of the greens, unfortunately. I know it's also me, but yeah, I do think it's also kind of the greens up here, because I played at a really nice course a couple months ago, or I guess like a month and a half ago, and my putting was really good. So now we're gonna go through one of my favorite places on the course, so let's take a look at it. It's kind of like a little alcove through the trees and stuff like that. You have to drive through kind of the forest. I love it a lot. So we've arrived, tee box number 2. This hole's a little bit of it's a very narrow tee shot. I've been hitting driver mostly because the narrow part is kind of low hanging trees. So if I catch it right, I can definitely get past and over the trees, even if I'm a little bit right or left. But it is always a hole that I have had a lot of trouble with balls. You know, just sometimes not even losing. I just can't find them because the trees block the path, and then I'm out there blind, just kind of driving around. So. Yeah, as always happens here, way too much right over the trees. Unlikely to find that one, so I can't find it. But I don't really know what to do either, because I can't really tell where it would have crossed the hazard. I mean, it's not even a hazard, it's just unplayable or whatever, unfindable, I guess. So anyway, it's 2-stroke or 1-stroke penalty, right? So I'm gonna be hitting 3. I think I'm just gonna drop it here. That's really, as you see, the green's through those trees. So I have no hope of reaching, I don't believe. Just gonna try to hit something higher loft and get it up there. But yeah, I don't really know if anybody knows. Maybe you could tell me what I'm supposed to do here. I have no idea where the ball went, no idea where it crossed, mostly because, see those trees? That's the trees I hit it over. Probably hit it over maybe like that tree there. And there was a guy over here. He wasn't very far away from where I am right now, and he looked super suspicious when I was coming up here. So maybe he found the ball and he took it. But yeah, I mean, this is all like waste area. Should have been able to find it, but it's probably either just caught up in one of these trees, or maybe it was stolen. I didn't hear it hit any trees, so probably as good as we're gonna do out of there. It was just enough, hit 8-iron, just enough to get over those trees. If it was anything less than that, I don't think it probably would have clipped the tree. So let's go figure out where we are. Okay, well, I'd say pretty good result. You might not be able to tell, but yeah, really good. That's how far we have. And I'll tell you what, this is definitely my worst. It's the absolutely worst possible shot I could have ever had left from here. But it was a good effort to get it here. So that was 3. This is going to be 4. So. Not terrible, but problem I have a lot is distance. I can never figure it out. I don't know. I can never judge the distance, but I did judge the distance well that time. It's just a little bit to the right. So okay, so 0% chance I'm doing anything other than putting here. But again, it's gonna be pretty much same type of shot as the last hole. At least this time it's better, and I guess I'm a little bit more experienced with that kind of thing. But it's certainly gonna be an easier putt. But Not terrible. Probably couldn't see it, but did not make it. Pushed it out a little bit to the left there. I always have trouble putting, and honestly the short putts aren't easy for me. I feel like the longer putts are easy for me because I'm able to, like, there's no variables. It's the same way with that wedge shot that I hit. That's why I said it's my worst shot, because if I can just swing full and let the club do the work, I feel like I can golf well. But if I have to let, you know, a third variable come in besides swing speed and lie, then I don't know what to do. Same with putting. If it's not dead at the cup, I never know how hard to hit it. And I oftentimes overread the break and find myself in bad situations like that. So not a good score on that hole. So that was 7, I think. Yeah, should be 7. So I'm gonna do something I don't normally do on this hole. I'm gonna hit a hybrid, which is pretty far. I mean, it's not that far, but it's definitely windy today. I don't know if you can tell. You might be able to. But yeah, it's quite windy into my face. So I'm thinking this is actually the first time I've ever tried to adjust for wind. Mostly, I guess, because I've only really played in the summer, but it's quite windy. So hopefully it's gonna help. It might actually make it worse. But realistically, I don't think I would get there with my normal club selection. So I'm just gonna try to try to go through the wind here. I think I actually ends up working out pretty well. A little bit of a stinger, not really, just kind of topped it, but yeah, I mean, it ran, and this club should have been more club than I needed, so we'll see what happens. That's one way to penetrate the wind, right? Pretty shitty lie, to be honest, quite bad, and still got a lot of work to do. Way too far, and way too right too, honestly. I think that was because it was so wet in there. It's a little bit chilly today, so a lot of dew on the ground, but as you see, considerably worse. This is for bogey. Expected a 5. So certainly not the start we wanted, but chipping just sucks, man. If I could actually get it on the green, I'd be perfect. Anyway, next hole. Huh, I didn't hit it very far, but it was dead straight. Yeah, quite disappointed with the actual distance. Usually I'm a good 30-40 yards past where I am right now, but yeah, a little bit, still a little nerves, you know, in front of a camera. So anyway, yeah, this is just going to be full send hybrid, and hopefully get it down the fairway. I have a lot of problems. This is a par 5, by the way. I have a lot of problems with not ending up into trees to the right, which you can see. Yep, as expected, in the trees. And in fact, I think lost the ball too. Okay, so ball's there. Not a big deal, but tell you what, man, greens just through those trees again. This is my biggest break. You might be able to see it, but I mean, now I have no idea how far it is because I can't shoot the pin. And I have to basically carry multiple trees. I mean, there's a tree above me too, which obviously, I don't know. This shot is going to be interesting. Kind of just subconsciously laid up. I mean, I'm not anywhere close to where the pin is, but even where the green is, I don't think, but I just didn't want to hit the stuff above me. So sun's coming out now though, so you're gonna laugh at this one. That's supposed to be a bunker. It's not anymore, but there's the ball, so hopefully I mean, great. I'm not sure how well you could judge the distance, but that was good. That was for that lie and what happened there. that was good. So we have a decent chance at par. I think that's going to be par. Yeah, it's par 5. So oh man, just missed it. Burn it right off the left edge. So that is a 6, and it's a good, I'll take 6 all day, man. Now this is a very odd par 5. It's like a very, very sharp dog leg down there. I won't be able to tell, but yeah, there's like a willow or something tree, the big green bushy tree down there. Basically have to kind of curve around the right if you want to have any hope. I never even try, I don't get it far enough, but that would be the only way you could possibly reach in 2. Now it's funny because they actually used to play this hole way longer. There's a tee box all the way back there, and if I played from there, that would be ridiculous. It'd be a par 6 for me, but yeah, it's like 600-yard hole when you play from back there. But up here, it's kind of a short par 5. It's just a little tricky. Oh, wow. Okay, probably couldn't see that one land, but yeah, that's a bit left. You see those trees over there on the left? That's really far away from the dog leg. I don't know, I'm not hitting the ball well. It's weird because at the range I was hitting it really pure, but now of course on camera, thanks for stopping by, you know. Okay, this is about where my second shot is going to be from, and it is still a long ways away. So I think what I do here, actually I'm going to shoot real quick. I think what I do here is lay up twice, honestly, because I always have trouble carrying this tree. Yeah, so it's 180 from where I am to the tree, so I'm going to basically lay up in front of the tree, and then I'll have a nice little approach to the green. But there's no way I'm carrying the tree. I don't know why. It's just not worth it, right? So just kind of lay up to the left, and hopefully we'll have a decent second shot in. But wow, okay, that was not the layup I was looking for. Funny thing about Summit Hills, free golf balls everywhere. I'll tell you what, the grass is so thick, and it's not really grass, like it's not proper, basically just playing on the side of a mountain, that I think people just legitimately leave golf balls, like, and they don't have any clue where they are. I've had that happen quite a lot, so, but yeah, unfortunately, didn't even get the ball off the ground, so that's life. We gotta try it again. That is pretty. I'll tell you what, that was exactly what I wanted to do. Not missed it at all, and it went exactly where I wanted it to go. So let's go find it. All right, I'll tell you what, literally perfect. I don't know how much we have still, but it's not much left. This is exactly what I wanted to do in the first shot, of course. Yeah, so this is for 4 now, 70 some yards. That would have been about what I was looking to do the first time. Oh, just way by. Oh, that was good to make 7. Okay, well, I've done something stupid apparently. I guess I was turning the camera on when I thought I was turning it off, so I missed at least 1 shot. I'll have to tell in post, but I'll tell you what, you missed this tee shot. This was striped. This is the furthest I've ever been. Ironically, you see the rough, how thick it is, but this is definitely the furthest I've ever been off the tee on this hole. It's a good 20-30 yards past my best drive on this hole. So that was good at least, but we don't know how far we have now because normally I'm way farther back. So let's see, it's a tough green because it's got this hell of a plateau on it. But yeah, it says it's only about 120 to the front of that plateau, so. Okay. That is on the green. Hopefully it's not too far. I was a little unsure about what club to hit, but it's definitely on the green. Yo, check it out, man. Birdie putt. First one of the day. Usually have a few more of these, but definitely a makeable putt, I suppose. about that? That's a legit birdie, man. That's so cool. Yo, I've only ever made like maybe like 3 birdies since I've been back golfing. If you don't know, I took like 10 years off golf and just returning to it. And man, that's like probably like I think it's maybe only the 2nd time I've done it here. Pretty cool. Really, it's awesome to have captured that, honestly, I have to say. Oh, no. Actually, that is great. Wow. Did you see that? I doubt it. I'll tell you what, that was the weirdest shot I ever hit. It started out like dead pull left, and then like, I guess there was so much spin on it that like course corrected like really quick, but it didn't keep slicing. It's like a really weird, it's like I did that on purpose. And then it kind of just landed in the left side of the rough and bounced into what I believe to be the fairway. So let's find out. I realize now what that had to be. It had to be a gust of wind or something like that, right? I don't know what else it would be, but one of the reasons I love this place, always kind of animals everywhere, honestly, especially on this hole. Like you might be able to tell birds all over the fairway and rabbit right there. I just drove by like a beaver or something, some very large marmot. So very nice little second shot here. This ball was hit well. It's a very short hole though, to be honest. So if you're wondering how I'm so close, it's like 314 yards. So I'm not that long off the tee, but on this hole you can do some damage even if you're not. So yeah, I'm looking to make a maybe another birdie. You never, it's a bit too early, right? Yeah, that's gone. Wow. Okay, well that was extremely thin, way off the back of the green. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is not where you want to be hitting from your 3rd shot. That's embarrassing. I made a fool out of myself on camera, but what a surprise. Do that all the time when I'm playing WoW. So anyway, yeah, that's the 9th hole over there. So yeah, I hit that one probably a good probably 40 some yards past it. So gotta try to get a little fancier, try to get it up and down, but that's probably way by the flag too. Just wasn't sure how hard to hit it because this is I don't know what this is, but this is not long putt for par. So by 2. Wow, might be 3, another 3 putts. Not that one, but damn, that was not great. Turned a very easy, should have been a birdie, to be honest. This is the hole I made birdie on. Very easy hole. Turn it into calamity. Okay. So this one's a medium length par 3. For some reason I always end up on the left side over there. I don't think I've ever hit it at the flagstick once, even though I'm aiming at it. The only thing I could think of is that there's like a bunker right in front of the flag. Literally, like if you were not perfectly on the green, you'd either be perfect, like near hole-in-one, off the green back, or in the bunker. So I think that kind of just consciously is on me, and it always forces me to kind of make an adjustment in the backswing or something. Not exactly where you want to be, but again, as you can tell, if I was, well, I don't know, realistically this is like pin high, so maybe it would have been good, but I always feel like I'll come up short, and see there's like a bit of a lip there, so I think it probably bounced to this point. I don't think it landed soft, obviously, so yeah, I don't think this would have been a good shot if it was at the flag, but certainly I shouldn't be this far left. But now I had the same shot last week and I ended up almost chipping it in here, so it's actually a relatively easy chip if I hit it right. But we're actually taking a little pitching wedge here, trying to get it onto the green faster instead of up in the air a little bit, and hopefully let it roll out like we did last week. See how much that rolls out? It's pretty crazy. Like if that was the right distance, that was going in the hole like easily. So well, I've I've done it again, unfortunately, accidentally. This time I accidentally put it on photo mode, so there's just a picture of the putt instead of a video of the putt. But yeah, I did not make the downhill putt, but I made a 4 instead, so not ideal. But I think if I hit the right speed off that front chip, I would have actually been, yeah, like I made on I think it was like Thursday up here, and I made par, almost, like I said, almost made birdie. So I don't mind that, like, even though that's obviously not where you want to be. I just like look at the front of this green and it's like, man, I don't know if I would rather be here instead. Usually this pin is way back, actually. Can't really probably see any holes, but yeah, usually it's like back there. So all right, so this is the 9th hole into the front 9, and really hard hole, mostly because, let's see if you can tell, but you might be able to see it, but like, yeah, it's just really slopey. Basically, if I don't hit it on the far right side of the fairway, it's going to bounce all the way to the far left side. And last time I was here, I actually hit hybrid off the tee to try to make sure I didn't, like, that if you catch that slope with the wrong like loft or whatever, it's just going to shoot left. So I did that and it was perfect. And one of the main reasons I did it was because the next hole is my nemesis hole. You're gonna laugh at that one. That's just a terrible, terrible hole every time. And I feel like I have to hit hybrid there. So I was like, oh, I'll get some practice. And then I get to the tee box on the 10th hole, and they had the freaking box all the way. But like, look how long some of these boxes are. See, this is where we are right now. See, back there is, I mean, that's like another 60 yards, right? So yeah, that's how it was on 10, and I was like, I can't hit hybrid now, I have to hit driver. So, but anyway, we're just gonna hit driver because this is what I normally hit. Okay, well, right on cue. Actually, that was like a huge miss hit. Teed it up too high, again, just a little nervous, but yeah, I teed it up way too high, ended up popping it up, and that actually works out really well. So it's basically like I hit hybrid anyway. So yeah, hey, you know what, this is not bad at all. Just, again, full hybrid, full strength. I don't actually hit woods, in case anybody's confused. I just hit a 3 hybrid. That's the highest club I have, minus driver, and that's just kind of because I'm trying to limit variables. But yeah, that's the best I got. So we're going full hybrid. It's a really good lie, really, and it's in like freshly cut grass, so it's like, might as well be the fairway, to be honest. Yep. This is part of why this hole is so difficult, because I mean, I just kind of hit, like, it was tough. It was a tough lie anyway, and then I didn't loft the ball very high, and it just kind of slammed into the slope, and now it just shot off hard to the left. It didn't go anywhere near the flag. So okay, that was way short. Got caught in the grass back there, so I didn't really want to, I don't know, that was definitely in my mind. Check out this green. This is a bit of a, this is why they look at it as the hardest hole, I suppose. But yeah, my ball's way off the front there. Okay, so that is 4 bogey. That was, let's say it was 4. This is 4-5. Tough hole, especially when you mess up the first 2 shots like that, but we'll see. All right, gave it a little bit of a chance there, but 6 it is. Okay, so there's the card. Front 9 is done. Hopefully back 9 goes better. Realistically, that's the worst I played the front 9 in a long time. To be all those doubles on those first few holes were really, usually I play the front 9 very well and the back 9 is tough, so we'll see. So there's the box location way up front, so we have a lot of wiggle room here, and this is a really weird hole. Basically you have to lay up twice, I'd say. It's a par 5, so we'll see what happens. I never play this hole well. I know saying it out loud doesn't help, but it's just the facts. It's just a really hard hole to have to deal with when I'm constantly laying up. Okay, it's pretty much the best hybrid I could hit. Off the tee, went perfect, and the only thing is a little bit drifting right. So now I have, ideally you'd be like far left on this hole. You could even avoid the water if you were like basically where I was on hole 9. If you went there again on 10, technically I guess you can do that. Yeah, you can literally not lay up, but that's not gonna happen for me. It's funny, I've never actually played a ball from this angle before. Usually I'm further to the left over there, but you can actually see the whole hole when you do this. Typically the problem for me is this is like completely blind. Usually I'm either kind of further to the right or way over to the left, but that was, yeah, hit really pure. And now the problem is, so there's water there. I mean, let's see, let's shoot the front of the water. Water's not that big. Funny part is the senior tees are like right there. So it's 60 yards to the front of the water. So that means probably about 100 some yards to carry that. And then on the other side, there's another hazard. It's kind of like a ravine almost. I don't think it's intentionally there, but it's just there. So yeah, I'm just hitting hybrid because I'm sick of this. But yeah, usually I would try to hit like maybe like an 8-iron over that and just short of the ravine. But if I hit the hybrid well, I will carry both just because it's kind of downhill. And it's really the only chance to score on this hole. So okay, that was beautifully hit. Very good contact with the ball. Problem was, I guess the slope or something caused it to go a little bit further right than I wanted it. Never played a ball out of that side, so we'll see. I know there's a lot of trees and a lot of weird ground, but that is definitely the best 1 and 2 I've ever had on this hole. So you're witnessing history there. But yeah, the big thing, I don't really know how to play like downhill and uphill lies, so I got to get better at that. You saw that happen a couple holes now. But yeah, let's go find it, I guess. Ball's just there. You probably won't be able to get an angle up to the green with the ball and into the shot, but we'll see, because this is going to be a very interesting shot on its own. I still have to get a yardage first, but yeah, the ball's just there. Hopefully you can see that. And then yeah, I have to kind of clear those trees. That really shouldn't be an issue, because there's that kind of like, see that little notch out of the trees there? Happens a lot around here. I don't know why, but yeah, you see what I mean about this? Look at this. So there's the water, and then probably a good 50 yards you'd have to carry again past it just to get past. So I had been kind of landing it down there, or even trying to go left over there. Find myself on that fairway again a lot. It's kind of like the tee box at 9, but I don't know. Let's see what happens here. I don't even know how far this is yet, so we'll see. I'll tell you what, I did not get all of that, but that's really good. Like, it's right on the line I wanted. I didn't get anywhere near all of it, but it's up there. This is the best I've played this hole for sure. About 50 yards to the flag, I think, so we'll see what happens. This is as good as the chances I can get. First time we took a divot all day. Wow. Pretty damn close. Okay, so that's a bogey, but probably should have been a par, to be honest. It was really close to going in. And the funny thing about this green is soaked. I don't know if you could hear it when I was walking. Soaked, like water was splashing as I was walking. So that's pretty good. That's literally the best I've ever played that hole. I don't think it could go any better. The only difference is if I got that third shot closer. So next one's an interesting one though. Let's see. Okay, now this hole, very peculiar hole, very, very, very downhill hole. I'm going to show you how we get down there too. It's really cool, but I'm not sure you're even going to be able to see the green, honestly. I think the only hope I have is if I put this at the front of the box. Well, that's not the result I was looking for. I almost always hit less club than I think I need here because it's so downhill. And I actually hit it pure, like really pure, so it was actually a little bit farther than I wanted. And that caused some problems as it bounced off the hill, took a very sharp turn, and I don't know where I'm at now. So this is like the coolest area on the course here. Just gonna go through this like really wooded path here. And it's like all downhill, so we have to be like very very careful. If you basically don't if you don't sit on the brake the whole time, you'll lose the cart, unfortunately. So let's see what happens. Cool. We made it, and the ball's just right there. Hopefully you can see it, but probably way too much. Huh. Okay. Well, as expected, it was way too much, and it didn't matter. I still made par. That was a lucky, certainly, but it was a good uphill putt. I'll tell you what, I really like uphill putts because, like I was saying earlier, I don't have to worry about kind of taking anything off it. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting hole there. Okay, now that's a weird hole. It's like a huge dog leg left, like almost back the other direction, like not even 90 degrees, more than 90 degrees. And I normally kind of like hit like a really soft iron in, but I think I'm going to try getting hybrid in from now on, just because it leaves you at a better angle, I feel like. Whereas hitting it less is fine too. Like, it really doesn't matter as long as you're in the fairway. You'll have the same angle, but I do feel like this is the safer play. So also some nice forest here, which it sounds like somebody's doing some logging, so hopefully we're not going to get disrupted. So you couldn't tell what happened. I had a great approach for the second shot. Just, I don't know, just dudes literally like cutting the grass pretty much right in front of me. All I could think of was like, if I don't hit it, you know, if I like shank it or something like that, I might kill a guy. I really can't I hate that. That's my least favorite thing about golf, is when they're trying to like cut grass that you're like literally trying to aim over. But it's just all confidence. So I hit into the water, just dropped one, and then chunked that shot too. So we got this for like something that's not a good number. Bit too much left. It's a good putt for sure. But yeah, I don't even know what score that is. So let's see, it's 1 up there, 2 in the drink. I'm just gonna play drop 3, hit 4, chunked it up here, 5 up there, so 6. All right, most interesting hole on the course coming up here. Very, very, very unique hole. And as you can see, very downhill, like hugely downhill. The green's kind of just right through those trees. So if you really wanted to hit a high driver, you could probably blast it over there. I've hit hybrid on this hole and been on that second. You could kind of see that there's like a ravine or something again. I've been on the other side of that before, which is only about like 30 yards from the hole, but it's just not worth it. What I'm gonna do is hit I'm gonna try to basically get in the middle of that fairway and leave myself about 100 and some yards in. So that's my ideal distance right now. So let's see what we can do. Oh, that's way left. Honestly, I think that's back on 10 or 11 or something, because I didn't hear it hit trees. I don't know where that could be. All right, so we're just gonna drop here. Not really sure where it went in again, but this is, yeah, a good probably 60 some yards behind where I normally land, so seems fair. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do it when the ball just goes like 100 yards into the woods, but that's right. It's fine, honestly. Man, that was heavy. Wow, where the hell is that going? What the hell? You probably couldn't see that, but that was absurd. It rolled up that hill. You see the hill to the left there, and it kind of just hung out by the tree line, and then eventually kind of bounced back down towards the green. Okay, decent result. You couldn't tell because I couldn't really get a good angle there. No way. The hill's way too steep, so the camera just would have fallen over. That was 4, so this is for 5. So I'm making a 6 here, likely. Okay, not bad. 6. Certainly not what you want on this hole, but yeah. Hit it way left into the woods. I can't believe how far I hit that in the woods. Honestly, I think it's on the previous hole, because, or somewhere, 1 or 2 holes back, because I did not hear it hit trees at all. It was like way over the tree line, so who knows, honestly. Very interesting place. The golf is picturesque around this area of the course, and yeah, I had to come down that little path just to get here, so really cool. Box is all the way back in the woods here, basically. Very, very, very difficult hole, I feel like. Well, a very difficult tee shot, of course. The hole is extremely short, and really the only challenge on it is the fact that it's straight uphill. You're all the way back here, as you see. It's not really that far, but you have to hit it dead straight, otherwise you're going OB for sure. And then you got this, frankly, terribly kept terrible box. This is always a tough shot for me because I constantly don't have good footing. Almost every time I hit this ball with driver, I end up losing my footing. So okay, I had a different shot shape on it than I expected, but yeah, I hope people see it, but it's dead center of the fairway. probably among the best drives I've hit here. And we'll take a nice little scenic trail up to the ball, which is really, this is probably, again, one of my favorite parts of the course. Okay, so yeah, like 50 yards left, very short hole, but if you get through the trees, you're in good shape. Unfortunately, this is, again, really sloped fairway, so you're not really going to be able to, I won't be able to put the camera there, it'll fall over. So I'm just going to put it here, and hopefully you'll get a good shot of everything, but we'll find out later. Okay, I think that was way too much, but we'll see. So I was right. Here's the hole. There's where I was. Way too much. And what? What the hell is this? Ball's like embedded. Not even, I mean, that's just a hole or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm almost scared to kind of put my fingers in that. Kind of had to use the putter as like a shovel there, but yeah, relief from the wall, 1 club length, I believe, so. Okay, so that is for par. Okay, pretty good. Not the I could have made a birdie, I guess, but I don't know, that second shot that was bizarre. This is the final, what, 4 holes over here. It's across the road. You can see the road there, I assume, but yeah, and then you can see the course all the way over there. So but yeah, it's a really nice hole. It's like pretty wide open down there. Usually can cut it around the right side. It's a relatively long par 4, but if we hit a good drive, we'll be in good shape. Yeah, it was definitely the purest drive of the day. We'll see where the ball ends up. I don't hit it a little bit too far left. You probably couldn't see, I don't know how well that's picking up, but yeah, it looks good off the ball. The weird thing about this is there's a bit of a curve to the hole. So if you hug the left side, you have a much longer shot in. So we're a good probably 160 plus still. Ended up making better contact than I expected. Ball's a little far to the right, which is where I was aimed because I didn't think I'd get it. I did, so if you could see, left is like, if you bang off that cliff left, you're done. Ball's gone. So wanted to make sure I ended up right. Ended up probably too far right. Approaching from the back side of the green. It's pretty not bad. It's like pin high. Although if it hit the green, it probably would have bounced like crazy and went way off. But yeah, that's not bad at all. So. I'll tell you what, that is perfect. Whew. Closer than it should have been. Honestly, didn't really give it much pace. See what it looked like from further out. Just didn't give it enough pace. That was the right line. Got a little lucky there, guys. But that is another par Salvaging this round after playing so poorly out of the gate. Good 2 holes back to back. This is honestly, I hate to say it, but this is probably the easiest hole out here. Very, very, very wide open fairway. Quite short, only like 300 yards or something like that. So yeah, a good drive. I always have a good chance here. Last time I ended up hitting it way too, the second shot ended up hitting way too far. So it doesn't really, yeah. As long as I don't do something stupid out of the gate here, we should be in good shape. That might be something stupid. I teed it up a little too high. I kind of, because I'm recording, I didn't want to change it, so I kind of just put the ball forward in my stance a little bit so I could hit it up the up the slope a little bit more. Obviously at that point I'm ready to turn the club head over, so hit it pretty far left of my line. But to be fair, I've been there before and made par still. So yeah, there's a lot of trees up there. A lot of them are really small trees, lower trees, and there's a couple clearings, so you never know. We'll find out. Well, you hopefully can see it, but yeah, look at this. See, tree to the right, tree to the left, all over the trees. Now we managed to find the spot. I've actually been in the spot a couple times. See that kind of felled tree down there? That's usually where I land if I hit it the right line. So yeah, we're good 30 yards left of it, but this is perfect. I'll tell you what, this is a really good angle here, and hopefully the only problem is the right distance. I always struggle with distance here for some reason. I think it's because the green is usually pretty hard, so oh, that's the right. Oh wow, huh, that's interesting. That actually like checked up pretty hard. Not normally what happens there. Normally I hit that and it'll bounce, probably roll out 30-40 feet, but yeah, no, that was if that happened, that would have been perfect. It did not. Checked up pretty hard, so okay, it's fine. Suboptimal, but did fine. Should have been a birdie. I think that was definitely a hole we could have birdied. It's all good. We got one par 3 left. This is it. Pretty long one. Well, I don't know, not that long, but green is kind of narrow, so that was very good. A little bit too much left, but perfect distance, right on the green. And you know, I'll tell you what, there was like a little divot. It's kind of like an uneven part of ground one way or the other, and I was standing in it. Didn't realize that when I set the camera down, so I didn't move it. Didn't move the camera or the ball because I didn't want to have to reset everything up again. But it ended up working out. I was kind of apprehensive of that. Unfortunately, the pin is way back today, so I have like 100 feet basically. I thought the pin was over there. That's where it looked like it was. That's a lot of times it's over to the right. But yeah, that is a far putt, so. Wouldn't really call that close, unfortunately. That's gonna be a tight one. It might be bogey here just because of that. It's so disappointing. I thought I had the right club, hit it perfectly. Thought I would be about maybe 20 feet to the left of the pin, but instead I'm like 100 plus feet. I don't know about that, but it is pretty far. Not even close. Well, that is, I have to say, wrong club. That's what happens. Disappointing, but man, I just can't look how far. Look how big this green is. It's a big green. Pretty weird par 5. Very odd, honestly. If you hit driver, you're in those weeds there, whatever that is, like a marsh. So can I hit that? I mean, there's possibility that you're not if you're left, but there's a path there, so low chance. Instead, we're hitting hybrid. Usually come up just short of it, but if I don't know where we're at in the box either. I think usually we're farther back in the box, but yeah, we'll see. I do not score this hole well typically, mostly because I usually end up on the right side, and then I do not have a good approach shot into the fairway, but we'll see what happens. kind of topped that first one. Hit a second one just to see what the difference would have been. Didn't hit it the right line, so find the first one and play that. I wanted to just record this because I find this strange. I hit the first one like very low, like kind of, it was too far forward in my stance again. And then this one I hit very well, but it was just way offline. And neither are in the woods, which are right here. And they're basic. That one was actually further than this one, so I don't that's strange. But let's see what the actual angle is, because it's not going to be good for the first one. Really no idea how to approach this. This is a terrible angle to play this hole. I almost feel like I should just chip up to there and then hit it, but that doesn't seem like the right place. So let's see if we can get a different angle here. But you see what I'm saying? So we got a long way to carry that, and we got trees right there, and I don't know. I'm not really too confident here. It's just so unfortunate. This happens every time. My second shot is always blocked out. I can never get a good, either that or it's over there. You see how dead that grass is? It's always like this. Honestly, I feel like maybe I should start hitting like 7-iron or something on this tee. And then just like, yeah, then just kind of lay up over that. I don't know. So basically just went right through the trees. I doubt it came out, but we're gonna find out. Did not come out. It's in there somewhere. I don't know. See, I was so scared of going over that stuff that I was trying to aim in here a bit, but there's a lot of golf balls in there, and there's other stuff in there too, it looks like. But yeah, so obviously not playing anything out of there. So instead I'm just gonna drop 3, hit 4, and I think that's fair enough. It was the right, I don't know, it went well, it was hit very well. I just don't know if it's too far. I've never hit from here. I just hit a hybrid. I didn't even shoot. I probably should have, but yeah, realistically I probably hit that too far, so it's probably off the back right side of the green. Okay, well, I've severely misjudged the distance. Here is my ball, and over that mound there is the green. So again, not a great angle, but well, getting a bit fatigued now, I guess. That was a very bad chip, and that was for 5, so I got this left. Certainly not good, but at least I'll have a better angle for the camera. Okay, a little lucky chip there. Green's pretty fast. Didn't really get it anywhere near where I wanted to, but it ran out pretty well. So that's, for me, that's how chipping goes. I either get lucky or it's bad. It's pretty much a lot of times, but I've been trying a lot of different styles, and I guess I'm getting better, but for the most part I feel like there's no consistency. It's a very difficult thing to practice to, because there's no chipping greens anywhere near the places I go to the driving range. So basically just come out here and hit shots over and over again. Realistically, I like golf as practice instead of practice. There's so many things about the driving range that just aren't realistic, like for golf. But so that's it. We got that left to finish the round. That should have been 6. This should be 7, I guess. If it is, we'll be happy. Are you kidding me? It's fine. Now that feels more like it on this hole. I'd played some good golf in the middle of this round. But yeah, 8 on this hole. Usually it's because I'm in that water there or something, but yeah, got unlucky with those trees, to be honest. I actually found a ball as I was approaching. Wasn't mine, but could have easily been. There's a lot of times I hit shots through those trees and they come out, but that's pretty much it. So Summit Hills Golf Course, Pennsylvania. Not in the best shape, but I love the how there's literally no one here. I mean, I could just do whatever I want basically, and it's pretty good. So fun. Hopefully there's a good amount of learning that can be done from this. Hopefully I get the shots right, and that'll be it. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of these, and we will see you in the next one.